Hello, Mike Hinterlader here with PowerWash.com at PowerWash University, and I'm standing here with Colby Reese of Reecon Pressure Washing.
That's right.
And we're going to talk to you today about Colby's business and the success he's had and why he's chose the equipment and how his equipment is set up on his machine. So Colby, how are you today, man?
I'm good, man. Good to see you, Mike.
Good to see you too. I appreciate you coming in
Yes, sir.
and doing this video to share with the audience of how your power wash business has been going. So tell me, when did you first start in the industry?
Let's see, I started in 2017.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So you've been at it 3 years now.
Just
And
a
you're-
little over 3 years.
And you've built up to this. I like that. That's a successful story. Now, are you part-time? Are you full-time? Or how's it going for you?
I'm a part-timer.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's good. And
Yes,
it's
sir.
always good to see people that building up their side hustle.
Yep.
Is your goal to eventually be a full-time at the power washing side of it?
That, I kind of started it as a side gig to
Uh-huh.
diversify my income and have
Right.
more than one income. As of right now, I'm just going to keep it that way.
Yeah.
May bring on another employee and have them running the show while I'm doing my day job. That's
Yeah.
the way it looks for now.
That's cool. A lot of guys get started that way.
Yeah.
That's really cool, really cool. And you're doing a lot of night work now, is that right? How's that
it's-
work?
It's about 50-50.
Uh-huh.
With COVID, we don't have our restaurants that we usually do.
Yeah.
They've got us on hold for now. But usually we're running about 8 to 10 restaurants every other week, and that's all night work.
Okay, okay. And then what about like weekends and stuff? You do anything on the weekends, or is that the same?
Oh yeah, we do as much as we can on the weekends. If we can get customers to let us come do their properties on the weekends, that's what we prefer, because it's my off hours.
There you go.
And then if I can't do that, I do some jobs in the evenings after work.
Nice, nice. You're talking about night work. You're primarily doing flat work. Is that the same on the weekends, or are you doing like house washing and commercial washing? What's your main customer?
It's changing with COVID. It's been different.
Yeah.
So usually it's commercial concrete, flat work. Same thing with restaurants. And then with COVID being around, I've got a lot of homeowners calling me to do their roofs, their houses.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And that's vertical surface and horizontal. You got
Right.
driveways, sidewalks, patios, but you've also got houses and roofs. So
Right.
yeah,
So
a
you're
little bit of everything.
You've kind of moved from chasing after that commercial work so much to now getting to do that residential work.
Yep.
And I would say that especially in our local market, a lot of people wouldn't think that residential work was that strong, but I'm glad you said that, because not just prior to COVID, but like 15, 20 years ago, there really wasn't, at least in my perception, a strong residential market. But I think power washing is getting so accepted now, and so many people are starting to do it and see it. They're like, okay, I tried my hand at this.
Yeah, a lot of people buy a pressure washer, use it once, and then a few years later they don't want to mess with it.
Yeah.
And they call me.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily chasing that work, but the phone rings.
It happens.
They Google it, they call me. So.
Yeah. I think the industry's kind of grown and matured to where it's much more common and accepted by the general public. It's not just commercial and industrial type work anymore.
Right.
There's a lot in the residential side and the homeowners that want to get the service done, just like someone cutting grass or doing windows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that's cool. That's really cool. You got this equipment from us at PowerWash.com. So let's kind of go through it and kind of give us your reason and logic behind why you picked this and what you like about it or don't like about it. Okay, so Colby, the name Reecon, pressure washing, I would think there's something behind the name Reecon.
The name Reecon my last name's Reese, R-E-E-S-E, so it's just Reese Construction. I've got
there we go.
I've got an LLC, Reese Construction. I've always been in the construction industry and kind of reserved that name if I ever wanted to pursue construction.
Right.
Because I still work construction as well, my day job. And so that's just Reecon was the two names put together, Reese Construction.
Huh, that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, I'll admit, I thought it had military type implications as well.
I actually had a veteran wash his house a few days ago, and he asked me what I was in, what I used, what division I was in the military, and I was like, oh no, it's not military related. So
Okay.
I thought that was funny. But,
yeah, that's cool. So tell me about the wrap. So you got this truck. I saw you post on Facebook talking about a great deal you got.
Yep.
And then you took it, you painted it, you put the wrap on it and all that stuff.
Yes,
Tell us about that, because I thought it was pretty cool, because it looks like an amazing truck now.
Yeah, so I appreciate it. So I was getting ready to upgrade equipment, and I was either going to have to get a bigger trailer to house both of my rigs and then have a bigger truck to pull it. because my half ton's not going to pull a huge trailer, or just get a bigger truck with a flatbed. So that was my step. I'm a Chevy guy, so I got the it's a 2016 Duramax.
Yeah.
I think it was well maintained, so I went with that. It's got the flatbed already on it, so I was able to put all my new equipment from PowerWash on the flatbed, and then just recently got it wrapped. So really happy with it. Hopefully the wrap does some good advertising and it'll pay for itself. We'll see.
Yeah.
Haven't got any jobs off it yet.
Well, I want to commend you for getting it with the flatbed or the bed on it, which you already needed, because I've bought equipment before and then had to go pay to put a bed on and stuff, and it's almost like I may as well just bought a brand new piece of equipment instead of getting it used, because once you have to go get the bed and upgrade and do all that stuff, it's not worth it.
Oh yeah, this stuff is expensive too.
So yeah, so if you take your time in finding a vehicle that actually fits your needs when you're going used, don't compromise.
Right.
And get a piece of equipment that you're going to have to modify and stuff. So make sure you get something that's ready to go and you can plug and play.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got plenty of room for equipment, and there's still some room to grow. So.
Yeah, I saw that. That's nice.
Yep.
So we're talking about equipment. So tell me what you have on here and why you chose what you put on here.
So
and we'll walk around and talk about it. Yeah.
The idea of building this was for it to be convenient and efficient, even if I have to go work by myself.
Yep.
That's why I got the electric hose reels.
Uh-huh.
That's what I always tell people. Sometimes at the end of the job, that's the hardest work, is rolling up 250 foot of hose.
Yeah.
So this has been, I feel like it's like a luxury having these. After working, washing all day. So got the 2 electric Hannay hose reels. I highly recommend them.
Yeah, Hannay's a good brand, very good brand.
Yes, sir.
All right, so tell me about the machine.
So I upgraded to an 8 gallon per minute, 3,500 PSI, heated rig. I've been using a 5 gallon heated rig for the last 3 years. And so
Right.
It's been a great step up. I've always heard how good they are, but I'm able to be a lot more efficient on jobs.
So
take more money into my pocket.
Right, so just kind of give me an idea, like if a job was taking an hour and a half at 5 gallons or 5.5, what changed, or how much did it speed up a job when you went to 8 gallon a minute?
Well, the best example, I was just talking to Stefan earlier. I do Chick-fil-A out by my house, and it used to take me about a little over 2 hours.
Yeah.
And now we can do the job in an hour and a half, and we're getting more done.
Oh, that's nice.
I was kind of getting by in certain areas, just spot treating, and now I can do a little more. That it benefits the customer and benefits me, because it saves me time and gets them a better product.
So I'm gonna do some quick math for people. So if you've got a job that takes 2 hours, and let's just say you have 4 of those in a day, right? And now you're doing them in an hour and a half. Maybe that's a 9-hour day with drive time and everything.
Right.
Or let's just say 10 hours, because the drive time, setup, and all that. So you got 4 jobs. There's 8 hours there. You take 30 minutes off of each one of those. Now you could do 5 hours, or do 5 jobs in 10 hours, and you just added another job to your route, and the cost is just a little more for materials and stuff, just for the gas and the fuel. That's it.
Or you can get home quicker to your family.
That's right, yeah. So when you start thinking about things like that, that's when you can become a lot more profitable in your business than the guy out there with the 4 gallon a minute machine, or that 3 gallon, or even the guy at the 5.5, because you're hustling and you're just boom, 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 making them happen.
That's right. And you're not having to work as hard to get the same product.
Yeah, No, let's work smart instead of harder, right?
It's worth it,
Yeah. So this little thing here, you said it's an 8 gallon a minute machine, which is right, 3,500 PSI, and it has a gas tank, 16 gallon diesel tank. It's clutch operated, so when you let go of the trigger, the pump stops turning, so you get longer life out of the pump because of that clutch, which is really cool. And obviously we said it was heat. So Briggs & Stratton, 23 horsepower, Vanguard, all state of the art.
That's
cool features, man, right?
The best.
Right, I love that.
Yeah, and I love the clutch. I was worried about, I didn't know if I should go with that. I didn't know if it was necessary, but now that I have it, set the gun down, go get a bottle of water, go talk to my employee, talk to the customer. It's no rush, it's no stress.
Yeah.
If it's sitting there running, it's fine.
Yeah, absolutely. That's another great benefit of having the clutch. We've been running them for years on several trucks on my contract cleaning side, and I think I've only had 1 failure in the last 15 years. So that's how durable they are. They hold up. They're really, really good. All right, Colby, tell me about this side of the truck.
So I've got the 35 gallon soap tank with the DMB 1430. Got it hooked up to the downstream injector.
There you go.
That's really made it a lot easier to spread chemical, and just another way to get the job done.
Right,
more
right.
efficient.
D&B 1430 is our brand name from years ago, and I kind of rebranded it as Powerhouse.
Okay.
But you can get it in a liquid form or a mix kit form to make a 55-gallon mix, which is the most cost effective, or you can get it blended already and get ready to go liquid, which is, well, it's still Powerhouse, but you can get them either way, which is great. So I love those. All right, Colby, man, I appreciate you coming out here today, sharing this information with the audience. Reecon Pressure Washing out of Aledo, Texas, doing commercial work and residential work now, which is awesome, absolutely. So feel free to share this video as much as you want out there, so your audience gets familiar with the equipment and stuff you have and what you can provide. And we're gonna share it to our audience and the contractors out there so they can see another great success story.
Yes, sir.
And most of all, thanks for this, being able to do this in this Texas heat.
Yes,
it's
sir.
blinding out here and it's well over 100 degrees today.
Yeah, we're a tad sweaty.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks. Again, I'm Mike Kinderleiter of PowerWash.com and PowerWash University. If there's anything we can do to help you, please give us a shout. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notifications when we post a new video. Thank you, and I'll catch you next time.